This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
We like Nobu.
Miso cod. Oh, amazing.
Cod, amazing. I'll even eat the raw stuff there. It's delicious. I know, but I'm not a raw,
you're not a raw
person.
eater. Yeah.
And when I was there, I was like, no, I'm not going to eat any of this stuff. And what enraged me is I saw that they had gas cookers in there. I was like, well, chuck it on the gas. Like I can see you can cook it.
A good ceviche goes a long way.
But then everything that I had was absolutely amazing.
Magical. It is. It's delicious.
Yeah. So, but you know what? The thing about Nobu, it's not
cheap, Nate.
It's not cheap, Shaun.
No.
You're not going to the food hall.
No, you're not.
It's going to cost you a bit of money. On Monday night in Sydney at Nobu, a Good Samaritan decided to foot the bill for every diner at the restaurant.
You say Good Samaritan.
Yeah.
I mean, you're helping out wealthy people who are dining out on a Monday
That was
night.
people's point. The waiter called it a random act of kindness.
Yeah,
the Good
I'll give it that.
Samaritan claimed he'd paid for everyone's meal, but he was tight-lipped about the reasons why. A lot of backlash has been come towards this because they're saying,
Yes.
pick an audience of people that would really be able to use it.
That's unfair. People might have saved up for a long time to be able to go there on a date night or whatever.
On Monday night.
Not everyone in there is rolling around.
On a Monday night.
It doesn't matter. You're just trying to get in.
Yeah. But fellow diners, they express their express their gratitude.
You got to take it.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Someone there said, I was there with my partner and cousin to celebrate my cousin's 21st birthday. Nearly fell off my chair when the waitress said, so kind. And then another person that was there on Monday night, the exact same time, said, was it Nobu from 6:30 p.m. till 9 p.m. last night? No one shouted our bill. We paid it in full. So
One person.
Someone missed out, which is pretty funny.
That's not fair.
But it reminds me of I've never been in a scenario where I've shouted a room, and a lot of the times you see it on movies when someone finds out that they're pregnant.
Yes.
Yeah.
They go, oh, champagne for everyone.
Or you ring the bell.
Or
in the
you ring the
bar.
bell. You know what I mean? I've
Yeah.
never shouted a big thing, and I've never had someone shout a big thing for me.
I shouted a reasonably sized thing. So we're down at Dunsborough Tavern one New Year's Day, and it was Perth Cup Day, and and it was my buy at the bar, right? So I don't know how many people. It was probably about 6 or 7 in our group, and I was just buying those drinks. And I was having a bet on the last race, and we just needed to back a horse for a place. That's it. And so I put the money in for the place.
For a quaddie, was it? Or
no, it was just the last race of the day. I was just rolling a heap of money into this last thing. And when I put the piece of paper through the machine, it didn't quite work properly, so I had to refill out the ticket. That's fine. Anyway, as the race goes, I see the horse. It comes second, and I've won about $2,500.
Happy days.
Yeah, I'm flying. So I bought 6 drinks or 7 drinks then. I'm straight to the bar, 15. All these people who are in this thing. All the bourbons, all the lot that you can.
So
pay
you said
for.
drinks were on me.
Yeah, I'm on. I'm there. I'm at the bar. Yeah,
And do you know?
the hand.
So you don't know.
haven't collected at this point.
You don't know one of these people. It's just like
There was a group of guys I was with, and just anyone who was in
okay,
there.
right.
in the vicinity.
So tickets in the hand. I'm telling everyone, just Rusty Peaches came second. So just cleaned up. No problem at all. I remember it.
Yeah.
Michael Lane was the trainer. Anyway, so then I go to the machine to get the money because it cost me a mint.
So you
to
shouted
15,
first.
15,
Yep.
yeah. And then I put it through the machine, and it's just gone bom bom, and I was like, this bit of... And I'm looking up at this TV monitor, and the lady says, maybe the dividends haven't cleared because sometimes that can happen. So I walk back over, and that's all right. Everyone's well done, Shaun. All the rest of it. Thanks for the drinks.
You're a hero.
And then I wait another 10 minutes, and I go up there, put it through the machine again, and it just bom bom again. I looked up this. I said, no, this is cleared. I backed this horse. This came second. Everyone saw it. And she goes, I'll just get the manager. So she gave the ticket to the manager, and he goes, you backed it for a win. And I went,
Shaun. Shaun, can I just say something?
Just another story of Shaun being a massive loser.
The sound effect for your life is bump bump.
Izzy, hello.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi, Izzy.
Hey, Izzy.
What happened, Izzy?
Hi. I'm an accountant, and it was my first year there, so my first Christmas party.
Yep.
And I had a bit to drink, and I said, who wants a Long Island iced tea?
Oh.
And about 15 people said, me. And I paid the bill, happily, drank the Long Island, and then woke up the next day and checked my bank account and went, oh no, what have I done?
How much was it?
At least $300.
Yeah.
And I'm
hurts,
the
yeah.
least paid person there.
It's not good.
That hurts you. Yeah. You don't
I
expect
think
that.
the
yeah.
worst part too was that there was actually a bar tab for spirits, beer and wine, not cocktails. So I went and bought drinks with them.
They had everything
What
covered.
a rookie
People
mistake.
used to do it back in the day with Midori Illusion
Yeah.
shakers, Sean.
Yeah, 100% no.
Yeah, remember when they were in those glittery cocktail
The
shakers?
glitter
all the time.
got
Glitter
us.
ones.
Yeah.
Carry around your own shooter.
Yeah.
Danielle, hello.
Hi there.
Hi, Danielle.
Danielle, what happened?
Firstly, I love the miso cod at Nobu, but unfortunately, I'm not that bougie and I cannot shout everyone.
Duh, none of us are.
After a night out on the town, I decided to obviously get my Uber home. And it wasn't a large group of people, but I did have chuckle. The Uber driver said, look, we're going home. And I said, look, I'm really hungry. Do you mind going past Macca's?
Yes.
He was like, yeah, sure, no worries. So pulled up to Macca's and I was like, yep, I'll get my large Big Mac with a frozen Coke, please. And I said, do you want anything? Thinking that, oh, yeah, no, I'm good, thank you, the Uber man. He goes, can I please get a large hot chocolate? And I said, yeah, no, that's fine. He goes, also, can I just get a large Big Mac meal too? And I was like, yeah, cool, easy peasy. Me being a uni student at the time, I was like, yeah, no worries, chuck it on the card.
Yeah.
Thinking that he'd give me some money for it. He goes, okay, this is where your Uber stops now. And I was like, oh, are you going to give me any money for this? Or are you just going to take the food and leave me here?
And he just took the food and left you there?
Oh, threw me out the door, ate the food, and on he went.
He also ordered more than you did.
I know he did. Can I have a Big Mac meal too?
The bad. Order more than the person who's taking the.
Oh, Danielle, you look such a generous soul.
You are.
Oh,
Pick
thank
5
you.
stars for you.
Yeah, you'd hope she got 5 stars.
Yeah.
Imagine if she didn't.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Dave in Fremantle. Hey, Dave.
Hello.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Dave.
So we're talking about big shouts, Dave. Was it you or were you shouted for?
Every time I go shopping at Coles or Woolies, I shout someone there shopping.
Oh, do ya?
Yep.
That's a really lovely thing to do.
So, but like,
Dave.
Dave, do you eye their trolley first? Like,
Yeah, you got to
No,
slice it up.
no.
you'd have to select
you go
hand baskets.
through the 15 items or less aisle.
No, I have to. I try and pick someone that looks worthy, and quite a few times I've made people cry.
Oh, Dave, that's
Dave.
really nice.
How long have you been doing this, Dave, and why did you start doing this?
Because I work in the mines,
Yeah.
so I earn good money. So
Hey, Dave, so worthy. So are you talking about someone that looks like they're not making too much money or an elderly
Yeah.
person? What's
Yeah,
your
exactly.
flavour? Yeah? Is that it?
it's a wide range. I try and keep an eye out to see who's struggling to buy what, and every now and then I'll follow someone around a bit and go, oh, they're buying all the cheap stuff, and then I let them go first, and then I pay for it all.
Oh, so do you
that's
just
so nice.
lean in and do you say, do you mind if I pay, or do you just lean in and swipe your card? How do you do the transaction?
I just go, it's on me, love, or sir, or madam.
Yeah, and are they resistant?
Yeah, some drive down.
Yep.
Some do resist.
Yep.
But I still pay.
Yeah.
Have you come across anyone who says, "Oh, okay, now that you're paying, I'm just going to go back and
I'm just going to go and get some meat.
I'm just going to get that lamb shoulder over there."
I had other people go, if you're going to pay for them, you can pay for me. You go, no, it doesn't. It's not how it
It
works.
doesn't work that way.
What about-
You got to be very selective, Dave, with this, because I was here in Subiaco one day and I walked past this guy on a bench who I thought was a homeless man, and I walked up to him and said, "Excuse me, mate, here you go." And I went to hand him $5, and he says, "I'm not homeless. I'm waiting for my wife." And he was a bit insulted.
I was just up there.
Dave, I see that you're in Freo. If you go to the Palmyra Woolworths, you're likely to find a former docker hanging around who can't afford to pay for his groceries.
He doesn't like to pay.
Normally Andy Brayshaw picks up the tab, but maybe if you're around, you could do that for our friend Sean.
That would be lovely. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Dave.
It's not too far to travel, Dave.
No, I'm there most
you're
days,
a good man.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
We're heading to Spain right now to talk about a...
That spells divorce, everyone.
Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Why don't they just say it?
Here to help, I know.
So the scenario is a guy who's become independently wealthy after opening like a gym business.
Okay.
And his wife has never worked, but she has supported him, in the home and with the family.
And that enabled him to work the long hours and all the rest of it. So, yes.
So anyway, they got a divorce, and the court has ordered him to pay his ex-wife $323,000 for 25 years of unpaid domestic labour, which works out to be $12,920 a year.
That's not enough.
That's not a lot,
if
is
you're
it?
doing it, that's not like if you're going there making that decision. That's not enough.
What's his value?
Labour.
What's that?
We don't know what his value is.
He's bought a vineyard for $6 million.
And presumably
so he's got money.
there is a property settlement and things. This is just for the unpaid labour part of it.
Before they got married, he made her sign basically a prenup.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
You want prenups?
Yeah. So when the marriage dissolved, all the finances were in his name. She had nothing. So she went, wait there, I did things in this
Oh,
relationship.
no, she would have got half his
100%.
stuff.
And
not more.
he wouldn't have been able to build the business without
Now,
the support that she provided.
$12,920 a year. So if I was paying myself for domestic duties, that'd be way too much because I don't do that much.
Yep.
I wash one plate every night, one knife, one fork.
Yes.
I'll wash a pan if I've cooked with it.
Mate, I'd make that much money in dog walking alone.
Yeah. I don't think that I can't remember the last time I mopped. I only vacuum here and there. I reckon if you looked at how much work I do around my apartment per year, I don't think I'd even break $5,000.
But that's not even much. So it's roughly $13,000, right?
Yeah.
So divided by, say, like minimum $25 an hour.
Yeah.
It's 520. So that's 10 hours a week.
10 hours a week.
Is what she's being paid for.
Yeah.
So
not
that's
bad.
barely,
It's not bad.
it's not even 2 hours a day.
Sean, let's go to your house because Megan is very good at her domestic duties.
Pretty
I
good,
feel.
pretty good.
Like, no, come on, mate.
Pretty good.
Come on, mate.
She
You leave,
cleans like a
Megan
demon.
somewhere for 5 seconds. Later on, you can do surgery off that
Yeah,
surface.
that's right.
She's good. And she
Yes.
makes everything. And Megan as well. I feel like when Megan walks behind her, there's the waft of vanilla. I just feel like Megan is just like lovely
That's those protein
smell.
shakes now
Yeah.
she's drinking.
I think we
How
have
much
to.
would you pay? How much would you put for Megan's domestic duties? Go. How much do you
Okay.
reckon that she earns a year?
About
About 100,000, I reckon.
I think that's over the top for a cleaner.
I think we have
not
to.
just a cleaner.
She's not just a cleaner. She's
Domestic duties.
yeah. So childcare.
Childcare, cooking.
Sean does a lot of the cooking.
Most, are
Probably,
you saying most of the cooking?
I would say for the last 6 months.
You know
for
she's
sure.
listening now. Remember.
I know this is.
Yeah.
Can I just say? Can I speak on behalf of someone else?
Okay, so what about
Someone else.
I do a lot of cooking.
your
I
friend
do a lot of
John
washing.
and his wife
I hang out the washing. I do the kitchen. I am the chauffeur for a lot of the stuff. Now Megan does the morning, and I do all the afternoon, so all the sports and pickups and stuff like that.
All right, so let's say
So
100.
that's easily
Sean.
50-50. What I do not do is the garden. She's the mad gardener.
So let's say $100,000 is on the table, right? For the payment of domestic duties in your home.
Yes.
How much are you getting, and how much is Megan getting
I think it should be 60-40.
in your favour?
No, in Megan's favour.
Why are you shaking your head?
Because it's after 8 o'clock.
What are you trying to do here? Am I being controversial? I do appreciate having a clean house and all that kind of stuff. If you're going to pay someone, a part of your team, to do their jobs, which is the homely jobs at this point in time, which we're talking about,
Yes.
then do they have to then pay? For the cost of running that house? So if you're happy to take a wage, if you're taking $100,000 wage or $70,000 wage to do the stay, then you have to be then surely you're then paying for phone, electricity, water, rent.
So you want to charge Megan for rent?
No, I don't.
Then Sean, she's about to start charging you for sexual services. You're in massive trouble. Be very careful.
No, I'm saying that has to be the thing. If you're taking a full-time wage, we're talking about a full-time wage, aren't we? Yeah. So then you have to pay your way.
I mean, I think rent is probably,
Anyway,
if you're paying a mortgage.
So
I think
you're
it'll be
renting a room to her?
I think it'll be really handy for you to have this discussion with your partner today.
Yeah.
And just boldly put a figure on how much you think they do and give it a monetary value.
And we know the name of a good divorce lawyer, so hit us up.
Tomorrow we'll be doing a topic on Are You Breaking Up from yesterday?
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Nathan's dad, Brian Morris, was furious because Nathan had the hide to drive him to Fremantle, offered to take him out for lunch and then drive around trying to find a car park close enough to where they wanted to eat that neither of them would have to walk too far. And that was a bridge too far for Brian Morris.
The names I was called. The names, everyone, if you're at the East Shed markets on the weekend on Sunday, the names my dad was calling you.
Just for being there and taking up the spot.
If you're at Gage Roads enjoying a quiet beverage, Brian Morris wants to kill you.
This is just the thing. Patience. You need patience for certain things. And he ran out.
And a Sunday afternoon in Fremantle is one of them. Carmelina, hello.
Good morning, guys.
Hey,
Hi, Carmelina.
Is it you that's got no patience for something, or is it someone else?
No, it's my husband. He's got no patience for absolutely anything. Prime example, growing up as a kid, he was anaphylactic to bee stings. And as an adult, he's been pretty lucky, I think maybe one other time. Anyway, a couple of years ago, he got stung and he didn't feel right. His throat was a bit scratchy.
Yes. Yep.
Then he started to swell a bit, and I'm like, all right, didn't have any sort of medication or anything, EpiPen, nothing. Went down to the hospital, and I dropped him off, had to go pick something up, came back about 15 minutes later, and he's like, no, bugger this, I'm not waiting this long, and left.
15 minutes. 15 minutes.
He could die. He knows this.
In anaphylaxis.
Yes.
And luckily, he was all good, but yeah.
I do feel for him because we know we've been going through hell with our hospitals and the lineup would have been
But
full
15
on.
minutes is nothing. And also, triage, I think, would have prioritised him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you
he's
had
in
to give him
anaphylaxis. Like, they want to get that in and
Can
out.
I say, I would love my dad and your husband to meet. I'm frightened that if either of them were 2 minutes late, that would never happen.
Yeah, that's right. We'll just be furious with one another. Thanks, Carmelina. Khadija, hello.
Hi, guys.
Hey,
Hi, Khadija.
Hello. Is it your partner as well?
Yeah, so there's a lot of things he's impatient about. But my favourite one is in the mornings he makes the bed with me still in it. Like,
Are you serious?
I mean,
What do you mean?
Yeah.
points for
100%.
making the bed. That's great. Making the
he was
bed.
in the army for 10 years.
Yeah,
so
sure.
He's got, like, as soon as his feet hit the ground in the morning, like, that bed's got to be made.
Yes.
Whether I'm in it or not.
Now I've seen the way army army make their
Tight
bed, and that
corners.
is tight.
Corners.
Can you get? Are you trapped? Are you there now?
No, I'm on my way to work now, and he works FIFO, so he's away. But
Okay.
literally every R&R, and he gets up before me as well all the time because
Yeah, of
he
course.
goes to the gym early in the morning.
Yep.
But yeah, his bed is literally made flat beside me and
Yes.
doesn't wait for us to make it together or anything. He's actually even stripped the bed once because
Yeah.
we're like changing our linen with me still on the other side.
Khadija, when you get out of bed, and if he was home because it's his
Yes.
rest, then he would then come in and make sure that yours
Make
is
your
already
side.
done to perfection.
Yeah, he will literally check. He's like, you haven't made your side. And I'm like, well, you're there.
So when he's on site and you've got the bed to yourself, is it just a massive hot mess, that bed? Is it flung
Yeah,
all over the
not
place?
gonna lie, yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's the normal reaction.
I can just imagine him making the bed, and then you waking up and you've got 10 scatter cushions on your head because he's done the decorative pillows.
Exactly. We're discovering, turns out there's a lot of Brian Morrises in the world.
I
People with
know.
zero patience for a situation.
People need to chill out, dudes.
Looking forward to hearing from Katie. This will hit a nerve. Hi, Katie.
Hi, how are you going?
Good.
Hi, Katie. All right, zero patience. You or
Yep,
someone in
so-
your life?
My husband. We went camping in Walpole over the weekend.
Lovely.
Yeah, it was beautiful, and my children had wet through the camp cot, so it was a bit of a rough night. And
that he got up at 5:30 because he had to sleep in a chair. I was still in the bed refusing to move, so he started to take the tent down around me at 5:30 in the morning.
It was pack up day, was it?
It was pack up, yeah, and the kids were being so noisy. The whole campsite would have been awake.
You're in the tent and what?
I'm in the tent on the bed in my sleeping bag, refusing to move.
Yeah.
And he just starts packing everything up
at 5:30 in the morning.
And so
5:30. We were gone by 7:30.
Did you feel the tent collapse upon you, or
no, not quite that bad? But he's done that before. But I was just like, dude, I actually said to him that no normal person does this at 5:30 in the morning.
Yes. No, that's true.
Most people stay in bed on a public holiday past 5:30.
But when you've had enough, and camping, everybody knows. Everybody's been there at some stage. That is a relationship. That's when you got to test your relationship. Go camping, because that's just the end of the world for everybody.
They certainly put it to the test.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of men right now going, I don't see the problem.
Yeah,
with
that's
this.
right.
Exactly. Yeah, no. Everyone was like, "That's normal." I'm like, "That's not normal."
No, that's not normal.
Probably
It's not
all day.
normal.
I'm not packing up at 5:30.
No way. I mean, you beat the traffic on the way home. That's about it.
Thank
No,
you,
we
Kate.
didn't.
You didn't?
We didn't even beat the traffic.
Oh, no.
We went and saw some friends in Denmark, and we didn't get home till like 6 o'clock last night.
Oh, jeez, Katie.
Long day. Bet you slept in the car though, right?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, of course you did. Thanks, Katie.
let's go
Kim,
to
hello.
Kim.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Absolutely, yeah.
Kim.
Sound amazing.
Okay. Who's got no patience, Kim?
My father-in-law. So he has a pretty set routine. He eats twice a day and eats his dinner at like 4:30 in the afternoon. So when either we go for dinner or he comes to us.
Yep.
As soon as his meal is finished, he picks his plate up, goes up, grabs coffee, grabs dessert, sits down, eats it, and gets done before the rest of us have even taken our dinner plates from the table.
So he's not waiting for any of you to get involved.
No, because he's waited long enough to have dinner at 6
Yes.
instead of 5 or 4:30.
4:30.
So
Yeah.
he's done.
I
and
really
you've
want to
got-
be. This
and
is
you've-
me. I'm going to morph into this person.
You've got to get it all done in one
Yeah.
hit. Is he retired, Kim?
Yes, he is.
So he
is my
has
thing.
time on his hands.
I know, but you've got a set routine.
No, but
and
this is the
you just gotta
thing.
get
This is
things
the thing
done.
I don't understand, because Dad's retired as well, and then Dad says, I've got things to do. And it's like, no.
You've got time to do them.
And I know
forever.
he does have things around the house to do, but like, you're not the CEO of a company.
And also, he's not getting to them.
he's not getting to them. It's insane.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat, and Shaun.
I would like to talk to Natalie here about how great it is being single
Oh.
when we can purchase
No
anything
complaints.
we want
I know.
and we don't have to get permission.
No.
And we can keep it in our place.
We
and
can
no
put
one
it
tells us to get
anywhere
rid
we
of it.
like in the house.
Yeah, anywhere, Shaun. Anything we want. I mean, sure, we'll die alone. Surrounded by all the things we've collected, though.
That's
That's
right.
right.
I'm looking at the positives here too.
I know, all the things
Yeah.
that we love.
A guy in Sydney, his name's Jeremy. He found a bargain. He found a bargain that was so good he had to buy it straight away.
Was this a Gumtree bargain? Where did he get it from?
He doesn't want to go into where he
Marketplace.
got it from, but he brought it home to show his wife because he was so excited. This bargain was $3,000.
Yeah, okay.
And
Sounds cheap.
it is a metal coffin. It's a bronzed coffin.
Metal coffin.
Yeah, a bronzed
Coffins
coffin.
are very expensive. I don't know if I want to go on a metal one. Why would you buy a metal coffin, Nath?
Well, I don't know, Shaun.
You
You just
definitely
like the look of it.
Choosing to be in the ground and not
Yeah.
cremated,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah. Now, I'm sure Shaun will probably agree with
Yes.
Jeremy right now. The main problem with wives is they say things like, you have to get rid of it.
Oh, I've got a bigger list than that.
So,
It's not the main problem with wives.
so he says he bought it for the man cave, but the missus doesn't want it in the house.
What? Hang
especially.
on. What was he going to do? Just have it lying on
In
the
the man
ground in
cave.
the man cave? Or
Well, no,
standing up?
he was brainstorming ideas on what he could do with it. He thought he
Right.
could use it as a toolbox.
Okay.
Or he
Oh,
could put it
okay,
on
right.
the ute for a laugh. But his wife said, no, it needs to go.
So I thought he wanted to use it for its intended purpose, But no, he just wants it to be decorative and
Yeah.
multifunctional. Like put some ice in it. Put the
he
beers
did
in it.
joke with her and say he bought it for her. which is a bit
Well,
threatening.
joke / threat, that's right.
They don't tend to take that one with a bit
They
of humour.
don't. They don't.
It's weird, eh?
I know. It's like, I go out the back and dig a hole that's your size. And I go, oh, no. And it's
Wives, am I right?
Oh, my God. Are you serious, mate?
I know. Play along, for God's
Jeez,
sake.
mate. So he's had to put it back up on a sell swap Facebook group, and now he's trying to get rid of it for $2,000.
Oh, he's taking a $1,000 hit.
$1,000 loss. Literally brought home the coffin for his wife to say, "This is the reason I married you."
Yes.
For things like this, you're amazing, which is what her reaction should have been.
Should have been.
But instead he paid $1,000 for a fight.
Within a couple of days, he's lost $1,000, Natalie.
And he's probably in the bad books for a while. So it's getting nowhere near her.
Well, he's going to lose his credit card privileges at this rate
Yeah,
if he carries on like this.
Pretty horrendous, Nath.
Tegan, hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Tegan.
Tegan, has this happened at your household?
It has. It actually happened with my parents. My dad, about 7 to 8 years ago, brought home a dinghy that sunk to the bottom of the ocean that he wanted to restore. And it's known as the divorce boat, and it's still in the backyard right now, and it's not been touched.
The divorce boat.
So did they actually get divorced?
No,
Not
they're
yet.
still together, but it's called the divorce boat, and it was about $7,000.
Oh, and
For
it
a
was
dinghy that had been
salvaged.
sunk.
He bought that.
He bought it.
I thought you meant he found
If
it.
I'm spending
he's-
$7,000
I
on
want
a
it to
boat,
float.
it needs to float.
So he wants to
That's what
pump more
floats
money.
your boat,
Tegan, he
yes.
wants to pump more money in to get it up and running. Obviously, there's no motor on it, is there?
There's no motor on it. It's just the shell and stuff,
Yep.
and it has seats that he has to restore. It's sunk in a canal, and so it's I can restore it. And 7 or 8 years later, it's still in the
sitting
backyard.
there,
He hasn't touched
untouched.
it. And he also has another boat.
Taken. So I'm sorry. How much? So once restored, this $7,000 hole in the dinghy, right? Mm-hmm. Once it's restored,
Yeah.
what would it if he be able to have sold it for? Did he ever say that?
Oh, probably about 15 grand or
Is that how
more.
much
But
is
he's
a dinghy
going to have to
Sean?
put a
Just
bit
depend-
into
The
it.
money comes down to what the engine is on
Yes.
the back of it, and also
it
the
doesn't have
electric.
one.
Yeah, the electric's through.
Well, the
which
engine
doesn't have-
engines obviously well, if it did have one, it sounded like it would be flooded. $7,000 for a dinghy that's got a hole in it. I don't know. That is not a bargain.
And-
Your mum's right.
And if you think you're going to restore it, you need to do something within the first 7 years. Do you know what I mean?
You do, because once it gets to the
Action.
8th year, it means you're not going to do it.
You're not going to do it. That's exactly right.
That's a general rule.
Thanks, Tegan. Maxine, hello.
Hello. How
Hi.
are you all, you fabulous people?
Oh,
Maxine,
Stop
look at you
buttering
go.
us up.
Serious? Move in with me. I love it.
I should have said hello. Good morning, Nathan, Nat and Shaun, and been all professional.
No way. Don't
no.
worry. We know who we are.
This is no place for professionalism. Now, Maxine.
I promise I won't swear because I know we're on air.
That's okay.
Oh, no, that's
Sean's
okay.
got that
I've
down
done that
pat.
many times,
Don't worry.
Maxine.
Okay, what's your story, Max?
Well, a beautiful gay friend of mine
Yeah.
gifted me this beautiful lamp, but the lamp is a torso, a body torso,
Yes.
and it has boobs at the top, but a penis down the bottom.
Oh, it's got everything
Something
covered.
for everyone.
It's got everything, and it's covered in the little glass mirror tiles that you see on a mirror ball
Yes.
in a disco.
Tasteful.
And I've got it straight. As you walk in my front door, it's there, and the sun catches it in the afternoon. It looks amazing. And, of course, my husband walked home because he worked away, and he came home, and the first thing he sees is this glittery load of junk
Lady
in his
boy,
face,
yeah.
and he was like, "That's got to go." And I'm like, "No, it's not going." And so it's still there.
It's still there.
What about your husband? Is he still there? Or is
He is, and we've been married 24 years next month, so he's put up with me for a long time.
How big is it? And I'm talking about the actual lamp, not the part of the lamp. How big is
Okay, it would be at least 50 centimetres tall.
it? Okay.
Oh, it's only
But
little.
it's a normal
Yeah.
torso.
So it's
Normal size
a
lamp.
table lamp.
If it's
yeah.
in proportion, you've got somewhere to hang your keys,
Yeah,
Maxine.
there you go.
I'm just saying, if I was married to the guy who bought the coffin home, I would love him forever.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty good deal.
That's brilliant, mate.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Maxine.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.